Hello, my name is Detective Constable Beth Alexander. I work in Greater Manchester Police's Child Protection Investigation Unit based in Salford. Now I'm the officer in charge in the Rebecca Joynes case. Firstly, I would like to thank the victims and their families for being brave enough to come forward and work with us in our investigation. Rebecca Joynes is a sexual predator. She was their teacher and they rightfully put their trust in her. But Joynes decided to abuse her position and used it to groom two teenagers. We now wait for Joynes to face the consequences of her actions. I would like to thank the officers who have worked closely with the victims and their families in establishing the full circumstances of this case, and the investigation team for their hard work and dedication during this investigation. The two victims and their families have asked for their privacy to be respected now and moving forward. They all wish to carry on with their lives and put this ordeal behind them. Thank you.
Thanks, everyone. If you've got any more questions, just get in touch with the press office. We'll do the best we can to get them.
Thank you.
This woman, teacher Rebecca Joynes, guilty on 6 charges over relationships with 2 boys, described there by police outside Manchester Crown Court as a sexual predator. She was guilty on 4 charges of sexual activity with a child and 2 of sexual activity with a child from a position of trust. Given that the 30-year-old was a teacher, she will be sentenced in due course, having been found guilty of being, as the police said there, a sexual predator over grooming those 2 young boys. And we heard there the police saying their families say they just want to now get on with the rest of their lives. We can speak to Sky's correspondent Lisa Dan. A lot of attention on this case and guilty of all charges for the teacher.
Yes, Rebecca Joynes, at 30 years old, found guilty this afternoon here at Manchester Crown Court of 4 counts of sexual activity with a child and 2 counts of sexual activity with a child by a person in a position of trust. Now, Rebecca Joynes denied that she had sex with one schoolboy, who we can't identify, known as Boy A, and insisted that a relationship with a second teenager, known as Boy B, only began once she left the school and she had been fired from her job. So she said it wasn't illegal, but the court heard that she had groomed the boys from the age of 15 and that she was on bail for sexual activity with Boy A when she began having sex with Boy B, who she became pregnant with, and she gave birth to that child earlier this year. Now, as the verdicts were returned here at court, Joynes closed her eyes and grimaced and was visibly shaking. Her mother and father were at court. They gave no reaction, but the parents of the boys gave stifled cheers. Now, she will be sentenced in July, and the judge, Kate Cornell, warned there's a baby in this case who has done nothing wrong and is entirely innocent of all wrongdoing, and you will be obviously want to see her before the sentence is passed. I do understand that, but you must be under no illusion what's going to happen on the 4th of July. And the court heard here that Rebecca Joynes had been flattered by the attention of those teenage boys after the breakup of a 9-year relationship. The Crown Prosecution Service here in the Northwest said she had abused her position to groom and ultimately sexually exploit schoolboys. Her behaviour has had a lasting impact on them. And we also heard a short time ago from the police, who thanked and paid tribute to the bravery of the victims and their families.